Hello! We're back for lesson 6 for adjectives. Today we're talking about irregular adjectives. These are adjectives that do not follow the rules. Alors aujourd'hui, on va parler des adjectifs irréguliers qui ne suivent pas les règles. Okay, so these are very common adjectives: good, better, and the best, and bad, worse, the worst. Those are some examples of irregular adjectives.
Some comparatives not have rules. They are irregular. Good becomes better. Bad becomes worse. Far becomes further. There are no rules for these words. You just need to remember them.
Okay, so we have good. For comparative form of good, we have better. And the superlative form is the best.
I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. Picking up good
Alright, so this
vibrations. Giving me the excitations. Picking up good vibrations. Giving me the excitations.
Okay, so that is good. To make that comparative, we do not say gooder, we see better.
You probably think that you are better now, better now. You only say that cause I'm not around, not around. You know I never meant to let you down, let you down. Would've gave you anything, would've gave you everything. You know I said that I am better now, better now. I only say that cause you're not around, not around. You know I never meant to let you down, let you down. Would've gave you anything, would've gave you everything. Oh.
And after better, for the superlative, we have best, the best.
You're only the best I ever had. You don't want me back. You're just the best I ever had.
Now for bad, we have bad. For the comparative, we have worse. And for the superlative, we have the worst.
Cause you had a bad day, you take it one down, you sing a sad song just to turn it around. You say you don't know, you tell me don't lie, you're working a smile and you go for a ride. You had a bad day, the camera don't lie, you're coming back down and you really don't mind. You had a bad day, you had a bad day.
Alright, so that is bad. Now for worse,
if I never see your face again, it will be hard. But if I ever see you with him, that will be worse, worse, worse. If I never see your face again, it will be hard. But if I ever see you with him, that will be worse, worse, worse. That will be worse.
alright, worse, so pire, worse. and then the worst, le plus pire.
Said, this is the worst day of my life. It's the worst day of my life. And I don't know how I'll survive. It's the worst day of my life.
Okay, so bad, worse, the worst. Now for quantities, little, peu, comparative, less, and superlative, the least. So, little.
Little do you know how I'm breaking while you fall asleep. Little do you know I'm still haunted by the memories. Little do you know I'm trying to pick myself up piece by piece. Little do you know I need a little more time.
Alright, so I need a little more time. Un petit peu plus de temps. Less.
Would you love me less if you know the places that I've been? If you know the damage that I did? Would you love me less? No, 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 no.
Alright, love me less, moins, the least.
I'm falling apart to keep it together next to you. I swear that I'd die just to keep you alive. 'Cause darling, that's the least that I could do. I'm risking it all for the one that I never wanna lose. I swear that I'd die just to keep you alive. 'Cause darling, that's the least that I can do. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The least that I could do, le moins que je pourrais faire. Alors, le moins. Now we're talking about much and many. So, much is for things that are uncountable, and many is for things that are countable. So, much we use with uncountable nouns. So, I have so much time, I have so much money, I have so much milk, I have so much space, I have so much fun. So these are all uncountable. On ne peut pas les compter. Many, we use with countable nouns. So many is for things we can count, such as apples, books, classes, trees, dreams. We can count them. I have so many apples, I have so many books, I have so many classes, I have so many trees, I have so many dreams.
We can count the stars. We can count the numbers, trees and books and cars, the months, the years, the hours, but snow and rain. We can't count the weather, time and space. Can just be measured. We can count the clouds. We can count the numbers, birds and bees and pounds, wishes, dreams and flowers, but north and south. We can only measure water and air, happiness like weather. We can't count.
Alright, so here's a video in French with the same idea. Alors maintenant, on va écouter un clip en français qui explique la différence entre les noms dénombrables et les noms indénombrables.
Nous allons voir dans cette première capsule que pour exprimer la quantité en anglais, il faut savoir faire la différence entre les noms dénombrables et les noms indénombrables. Pas très compliqué. Les dénombrables, tels que carrots, oranges, cucumbers, tomatoes, muffins, biscuits, sandwiches, sont des noms qui peuvent se mettre au pluriel et que je peux compter, comme par exemple mes carottes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carrots. Tandis que les indénombrables regroupent les liquides, tels que water, milk, soda, orange juice, tea, coffee. Par exemple, on voit bien que c'est du liquide, donc je ne peux pas compter. On retrouve également certains solides, tels que bread, cereal, butter, toast, qui en anglais sont considérés comme des choses qu'on ne peut pas compter. Et du pain, dans lequel on a tranché des tranches, mais de la matière pain. Attention, en anglais, fruit est considéré comme un indénombrable. C'est un tout sur lequel on a prélevé une partie. Donc, si je récapitule, les dénombrables, je peux les compter. Les indénombrables, je ne peux pas les compter.
Okay, and one other video. Another clip.
Let's check my kitchen. Countable, uncountable. There are a lot of lemons. There is a lot of oatmeal. There are many cherries. There is much water. There are some potatoes. There is some yogurt. There is a little coffee. Yay! A little coffee!
All right, there you go. So much and many depend on if you can count the noun or not. For the comparative, however, it is all more. So much and many both become more, and then superlative form the most.
Oh, I hate how much I love you, and I hate how much I care. I spend all of my money and all my time, 'cause I hate, I love, I do. I hate how much I love you.
Okay, so that is much. Now many, this is something you can count. Many.
There's too many things I haven't done yet. There's too many sunsets I haven't seen.
All right, so that's many. So I have many carrots, I have many trees, things I can count. Say dénombrables.
One more chance at love. 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 One more chance at love.
Okay, so that's more. The most.
This goes out to the most beautiful girl that I saw just the other day.
All right, so the most beautiful girl. La fille la plus belle. Okay, far, farther, farthest. Now sometimes you'll see it with a U, but basically it's the same idea. So for us, we're going to keep it with A. On va continuer avec les A, mais c'est également possible de les placer avec des U. Far.
Here I am again in this mean old town, and you're so far away from me. And where are you when the sun goes down? You're so far.
So far away from me. Okay, bon. Farther.
No more compromise, I will be gone. farther than the sun, farther than the sun.
All right, farther than the sun and farthest.
To the farthest shore we sail. To the farthest shore we sail. To the farthest shore we sail. To the farthest shore.
All right, the farthest shore. Okay, goodbye, 5e année. All right, 4e and 3e. Today we're talking about Charlie Puth. He is American. He is not from Canada. He is from the United States.
Hi, I'm Charlie Puth, and this is the Wired Autocomplete interview. Can I say that? Who is Charlie Otto Puth? Well, Otto is my middle name. It's German. Who is Charlie Otto Puth Jr.? That makes me the second. My dad is also Charles Otto Puth. Who does Charlie Puth look like? A lot of people say I look like Mark Ronson and Josh Hutcherson. Hutchinson? Where Charlie Puth. This is the Where Charlie Puth card. I'm so tired of saying Charlie Puth. Where Charlie Puth from? Charlie Puth from New Jersey. And this is the last card. What is Charlie Puth? Charlie Puth's a person. Charlie Puth's a singer. What is the age of Charlie Puth? What a weird way to ask that question. I am 27 years old. What is with Charlie Puth's eyebrow? I was bit by a dog when I was 2 years old. Looks kind of cool now. What is...
All right, so he was bit, mordu, by a dog, par un chien. And that's why he has that line on his eyebrow. Okay, do you write your own music and your own lyrics? Now, lyrics are les paroles d'une chanson, sont les mots d'une chanson. And this is Charlie Puth says, I do. I'd say I'm a better melody person than lyricist. Now, a lyricist is someone who writes lyrics. C'est la personne qui écrit les paroles, c'est le lyricist. But I also write with other people. When I write with other people, the songs are even better. So, melody, c'est la musique, la mélodie. So he is better at the musical part than at the word part. How would you describe your music? Charlie Puth says, I don't know. I mean, the sound seems to change every day. It's like R&B pop, I guess. It's all over the place in the best way possible. So he's talking about musical genres. So R&B is here and pop is there. So there's jazz, lullaby, blues, classical. These are all genres. And that's how we describe music, is with the genres. Who is your greatest influence? Charlie Puth, probably my parents, because they worked hard all their life and I aspire to work just as hard as them. So there's Charlie Puth with his parents. So here are some of his songs.
And now, Charlie Puth.
Okay, that's one of his famous songs. Another song is We Don't Talk Anymore.
We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore like we used to do.
All right, so We Don't Talk Anymore, Charlie Puth. And this is his quarantine song. This is a new song he made for quarantine.
Can't wait for this to be over. 'Cause I can't take more day. Can't wait for this to be over. I'm losing faith in my patience.
right, so that was Charlie Puth's quarantine song. Goodbye, les quatrièmes, au revoir, quatrième année. Okay, troisième année, we are talking about The Maze Runner, which is a book before it became a movie. So here is a bit of The Maze Runner.
We're gonna go. Run, Thomas! We're gonna get trapped! Go, go! Go, go, Keep going, let's go!
Okay, so that was Thomas and Minho running through the maze in The Maze Runner. So these are the gladers. They live in the glade and they call themselves gladers. There you have Thomas, Newt. Yes, good. All right. So to get revenge, ça veut dire se venger. To get revenge. Alors pour nous, ça c'est un nom. Alors de prendre vengeance peut-être. So se venger, to get revenge. Hopelessness, désespoir. This is Newt. And this is Albie. And this is one of the hideous beasts. So, hideous beast. And here is our text. Okay. How could anyone ever be happy in a life like this? He thought. Then, how could anyone be evil enough to do this to us? He understood more than ever the passion the gladers felt for finding their way out of the maze. It wasn't just a matter of escape. For the first time, he felt a hunger to get revenge on the people responsible for sending him there. But those thoughts just led back to the hopelessness that had filled him so many times already. If Newt and the others hadn't been able to solve the maze after 2 years of searching, it seemed impossible that there could actually be a solution. The fact that the gladers hadn't given up said more about these people than anything else. And now he was one of them. This is my life, he thought, living in a giant maze surrounded by hideous beasts. Sadness filled him like a heavy poison. Albie's screams, now distant but still audible, only made it worse. He had to squeeze his hands to his ears every time he heard them. Eventually the day dragged to a close, and the setting of the sun brought the now familiar grinding of the 4 doors closing for the night. Thomas had no memory of his life before the box, but he was positive he'd finished the worst 24 hours of his existence. Just after dark, Chuck brought him some dinner and a big glass of cold water. All right, good job, Twaziamani. Goodbye.